Okay, so this is the running system here. It's just the two poles. I think there will be a picture. Just two metal poles with a system based inside. The system is set automatically when the train cross some barrier, and the system checks every single wagon and counts every single wagon. If there is a person, set alarm. If not, everything is all right. The train can continue. Every single train who is coming from Ukraine to Slovakia is checked that way.
What kind of radiation is being used for this?
It's not radiation.
It's not radiation.
No, it's measuring human biopole. They can set the system to the different number or to different power, which is measuring different kind of waves, and you can put or you can leave person to cross that place where the system is on. Doesn't detect person, but will detect horses, for example, or just animals. Then you change the power on the system, and it will detect only people, not animals.
How much people you found before you
and after we started to use?
Yeah, before and after.
After that, we didn't have any case at all.
Okay.
Before, just a few, so it's not really. Most people know that there is a system, so it's a very good prevention part of the system.
Die hochtechnisierten Kontrollverfahren an den EU-Außengrenzen sind im Wesentlichen darauf ausgerichtet, die Migration in die EU zu regulieren. Die Grenze wird zum Filter.
The IT system and infrastructure which is built here on the border is less than 2 years old. It's a brand new system which has been built with a cooperation with Sony Ericsson, and it's a brand new system which has been specially built for our purposes. So the main part of this system is a EBS system. It's a chain of 300 cameras, which is based on the south part of the border from Vyšné Nemecké down to the south, which is completely flat area. That's why we built the camera chain system, which is in length of nearly 40 kilometers, just under 300 cameras. Every single camera is fully operated from the operational center. We can turn this camera, check it every single, 24 hours per day. This camera chain system is based on detection movement of the people, of the person. So the camera detects movement and sends an alarm to our system, and then operational center send patrol, which is the closest to that place, send and check what happened in case of any illegal migrant crossing area.
And here is one picture from during the date, during complete daylight. I think it's just with a human smuggler in front, trying to smuggle in people from Ukraine side to Slovakia. You see, alarm is on. All those people has been captured, plus smuggler as well. It's lunchtime. Good time for smuggling, right? See, they said hello to us.
In das europäische Migrationsregime werden zunehmend auch Staaten außerhalb der EU einbezogen. Durch die Kooperation mit Drittstaaten dehnt sich der Einflussbereich der EU-Migrationspolitik auch über ihre Grenzen hinweg aus.
When Fortress Europe concept became less of some emotional expression and became a precise description of what is constructed in place, it became clear that it's not enough to secure the external EU border. There should be some buffer zone. People who go into the EU and who are not desirable somehow to the EU authorities, and people are divided basically in classes here. You know, we have desirable migrants, we have non-desirable migrants, we have people of first class and second class. So people of the second class, those who are not desirable, they are better to be dealt with not by EU bodyguards, but to be caught in this buffer zone. So Ukraine in this way is very similar to Morocco, for instance. It's the same buffer zone in part of this external belt around the EU borders, and Ukrainian bodyguard service should basically do dirty work for the EU authorities in exchange for certain technical assistance, funds, money, and maybe some also political advantages which are given to the authorities of Ukraine. Starting from the end of 90s, there was more and more tight border control on the western border, and then there were first detention centers opened in western part of Ukraine. And then under the political pressure from the EU, Ukrainian bodyguards and Ukrainian police started to stop people not to let them go into Western countries, and there were more and more deportations.
Durch die Zusammenarbeit mit den Behörden in Drittstaaten können Migrantinnen leichter aus der Europäischen Union abgeschoben oder sogar schon vor deren Grenzen abgefangen werden. Unter dem politischen Druck der EU wurden in den letzten Jahren Abschiebelager außerhalb der Europäischen Union eröffnet, in denen Tausende Menschen inhaftiert sind.
There is one very, very important thing compared to 2 years back when we had such problems with the Ukrainian side, when they didn't really want to prove that those footprints we found are really footprints of illegal migrants, for example. They usually covered them so we couldn't prove it. These days the cooperation is much better. They usually say that yes, we probably have a gap in our border, and those people probably went through here, and we have no problem with readmission on the other side. Cooperation is much, much better. It works perfectly.
Why would the situation improve that way?
They want to join EU, for example, one really big issue. And then the thinking
Politics
is changing. Yeah, political situation in Ukraine is completely different than 2 years ago. Very different. One of the tasks from the EU, they have to cooperate, and we have to prove that they are cooperating as well. So it works.